Good afternoon, students. Today, let's start with our English prose. Let's recap. In the last chapter, we had seen about a honeybee speaks. I hope all have understood that lesson very well. Now, today, let's start with our next new lesson. But before starting the lesson, I would like to ask you all a question. That do you all understand the language of any animal? Or anyone among you who understands the language of any animal? Okay, I will tell you all. See, students, those who are having their pets at home means pet animals at home, or those who love to keep the pets or pet animals at home can better understand the language of a animal. Okay, fine. I would like to tell you that those who don't have pets at their homes or don't love to keep pets at homes, suppose if any ways they could manage to learn the language of any animal, then what animal would they choose? Okay, and if you choose it, then why would you choose that animal only? And what would you talk about that animal? Fine. So, we will learn in details the answers of all these questions in our today's lesson. Dr. Dolittle learns animal language. Lesson number 12. Now, so let's start now. I will narrate you all the story. Please listen it carefully. Now, in this story, there is a conversation between a doctor and a Polynesia. That is, a parrot in this story. Polynesia said to the doctor that did he know that animals can talk? Doctor replied that he knew that parrots can talk. Polynesia continued the conversation by saying proudly that parrots can talk in two languages. One is people's language and the other one is birds' language. For example, if Polly, that is Polynesia, that is parrot, wants a biscuit, this is people's language. Now in birds' language, it will be like this. Kaka, oe, fi, fi. Surprisingly, the doctor asked, good gracious, what does that mean? Polly replied it means, is the porridge hot yet? Answered in bird's language. Porridge means a dish consisting of oatmeal or a cereal boiled in water or a milk. I repeat, the word porridge means a dish consisting of oatmeal or a cereal boiled in water or a milk. The doctor said, Polly, you don't say so. You never talked that way to me before. Polynesia replied by dusting some biscuit crumbs on its wings. Dusting means removing dust or dirt from something. I repeat, dusting means removing dust or dirt from something. What would have been the good? You wouldn't have understood me if I had. Doctor excitedly said, "Tell me something more," and he rushed to take the notebook and a pencil and said, "Polly, don't go too fast. I will write it down. This is very interesting and new to me. Give me the words ABC first. Slowly now." Birds ABC means the alphabets of the bird's language. Simple, basic information about the bird's language. I repeat again, the birds ABC means the alphabets of the bird's language. Simple, basic information about the bird's language. So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia was giving birds words to the doctor who was writing in the notebook. At tea time, the dog Zip came in. The parrot said to the doctor, "See, he is talking to you. Looks to me as though he were scratching his ear," said the doctor. Polynesia answered in a high voice, raising her eyebrows. But animals don't always speak with their mouths. They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tails, with everything. Sometimes they don't want to make a noise. Polynesia continued, "Do you see now the way he is twitching up one side of his nose?" Twitching up means a slight jerk on the one side of his nose. The doctor asked, "What does that mean?" Polynesia replied, "It means, can't you see that it has stopped raining?" Polynesia continued by saying that he is asking you a question. Dogs nearly always use their noses for asking their questions. With this, with the help of a parrot, the doctor got to learn the language of the animals so well that he could talk to them himself and understand everything they said. Then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. So here I end up with this story, and I hope all have understood the story which I had narrated it just now very well. Now I request you all to open your English textbook, page number 26, and we will start our reading part now. Take pencils in your hands for marking the hard words. Wherever I feel like explaining the meaning of the word in between, I will explain it. Okay? So, let's start the reading part now. Lesson number 12, Dr. Dolittle learns animal language. Now, listen, doctor, said Polynesia. Underline the word Polynesia. And I will tell you something. Did you know that animals can talk? I knew that parrots can talk, said the doctor. Oh, we parrots can talk in two languages, people's language and bird language, said Polynesia proudly. If I say Polly wants a biscuit, you understand me. But hear this. Kaka, oi, fifi. Good gracious, underline the word gracious, cried the doctor. What does that mean? That means, is the porridge hot yet? Underline the word porridge. Porridge means, as I said earlier, the meaning, a dish consisting of the oatmeal or a cereal boiled in water or milk. I repeat, A dish consisting of oatmeal or cereals boiled in water or a milk. In bird's language. My, you don't say so, said the doctor. You never talked that way to me before. What would have been the good? Said Polynesia, dusting some biscuit crumbs. Meaning of dusting means removing dust or dirt from something. I repeat, dusting means removing dust or dirt from something. Dusting some biscuit crumbs off her left wing. Underline the word crumbs. You wouldn't have understood me if I had. Tell me some more, said the doctor, all excited, and he rushed over to the dresser drawer. Dresser means a cupboard with a shelves, drawers, etc. I repeat again. The meaning of the dresser means a cupboard with a shelves, drawers, etc. And came back with a notebook and a pencil. Now, don't go too fast, and I will write it down. This is interesting, very interesting, something quite new. Give me the birds ABC first, slowly now. ABC first means, birds ABC means the alphabets of the bird's language, simple, basic information about the bird's language. I repeat again, the bird's ABC means the alphabets of the bird's language, simple, basic information about the bird's language. So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia sat on the kitchen table giving him bird words to put down in the notebook. At tea time, when the dog, Zip, came in, the parrot said to the doctor, See, he is talking to you. Looks to me as though he were scratching his ear. Underline the word scratching, said the doctor. But animals don't always speak with their mouths, said the parrot in a high voice, raising her eyebrows. They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tails, with everything. Sometimes they don't want to make a noise. Do you see now the way he is twitching up one side of his nose? Twitching up means a slight jerk on one side of his nose. I repeat, twitching up means a slight jerk on one side of his nose. Underline the word twitching. What does that mean? Asked the daughter. That means, can't you see that it has stopped raining? Polynesia answered. He is asking you a question. Dogs nearly always use their noses for asking questions. After a while, with the parrot's help, the doctor got to learn the language of the animals so well that he could talk to them himself and understand everything they said. Then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. I hope all have understood this lesson, this story very well, students. Thank you, students. Stay home, stay safe.